Okay, all right, still the same. All right, we're using the same Ipiccy. All right, I've already logged in, I've launched it, and I'm using this pancake sample photo. Okay, of course you can use any photo that you like, including uploading your own. All right, and we are now going into frames. Okay, frames. So of course the word frame tell you what it is, but we're just going to select this little tab over here, and you can see a number of frame over here. All right, okay, a number of frame over here. Okay, we'll start with the basic border. So if you click the basic border, you can see now there's create a nice little interesting frame. Of course you can still change the color, or you can still change the thickness. All these can be slide around to change it. It's not a problem. All right, play around with it. Okay, right, but this is a basic one. The next one is the museum mat. Okay, so now this one is a little bit more fancy. You can see the frame is a little bit more fancy. It's like those plastic frame, wooden plastic frame. Okay, right, and subsequently you have your mirror frame. Just give you a moment. Okay, now you see a mirror frame. If you look very closely, there is actually a frame around your picture, and it's actually a image of your picture, right? A transparent image glass frame of your picture. Okay, and it's created nicely for you. You don't have to do any special photo editing for it. You have your vintage. Okay, so it darkens. You can see it darkens around, all right, the corner. Right, of course you can still change the color theme. If you do not like black color, you can change other color, or you can change the size and the strength. There's also effect that you can work with it. And there is the pro version, right, where you can change more things. All right, you can actually change more things, the midpoint and so forth. Right, so you can play around with the slider. There is the rounded corner. We've seen this already, so you know what it is. Okay, so you can actually change the radius. All right, and lastly we have the drop shadow. All right, so it's a little bit like the first frame, but if you look very closely, this top side of the frame is actually very narrow, while this bottom, right, corner of the frame is very wide, and there is this little shadow that makes it looks like the picture is actually floating. Right, makes it looks like the picture is actually floating. So actually it's quite interesting that you can create a frame so easily for your photo, right? Although it's a fake frame, it's not the real frame, but you can create a frame for your photo, right? And you don't actually have to buy a new frame, right? You can just stick it on the wall, right? And it will look very nice. Okay, so enjoy playing around with this. Okay, and try to be as creative as you can with all the other options that we have learned.